Hello everyone, welcome back for another fun time. We're doing some WoW Classic questing again. This time we're going to be doing it with my good friend Ty Diga. There we go, looks like he's in trouble. Let's go try and give him a hand. Oh, one moment. There we go. Oh look, a place I've never been, 105 experience points. Let's make sure everything's good to go. Yep, that it is. And so let's head in here. Oh, yep, looks like he's still in the cave. So let's go ahead and give him a hand, shall we? But first, I gotta fight my way to him.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Chilling.
Yeah, I know that
Had a
feeling.
couple close calls there.
Yep, I went and made sure I flew on over here while I waited to get off work. One of the perks of working at home,
Very nice.
especially when we're slow.
Yeah, man. Why not?
Hell yeah, saved like 15 minutes off this thing. After all, the fights in Classic are slow.
Yeah, I had to find a place where I could actually farm these. I kept on missing out on them. I guess other people got the same idea because a bunch of people have come over here for this. I think trying to kill these guys for this quest.
Yeah, it could be, but a lot of it's just people leveling as well. Everything gets farmed.
Yep.
But I'm slowly making my way to you as I fight through everything.
Where were you already when you where was your character already?
Oh,
Where are you traveling from?
I was traveling from Ironforge.
Oh, okay. So it's going to take you a little while, I guess.
Oh no, I'm here already. I actually parked
Oh,
myself
really?
right
Okay.
up on the road.
Okay.
I looked at your stream to see where you're at to make it this
I
easier.
see.
But it looks like I'm about to get my butt kicked by this dude. Let's run away. And of course I run down a dead end. Just my luck, right?
Yep, that's the way it works in this game. Lots of dead ends, random dead ends.
Oh, looks like he ran back. I'm good. That dead end was just barely long enough. Hey, there you are.
Okay, yeah, you're right over there.
Yep.
I'm just going to kill this guy real quick. There we go. All right. Yeah, hey, what's up, man?
What's up? I just need a soul shard now.
So you still need to do the soul stuff, right? So you can get your pet.
Oh yeah.
Stealing the soul shards.
Yep, that don't take much.
There we go.
And there's the
You're
soul shard.
dead.
And
Now the pillagers, I think there's fewer of them, like the magic ones. So yeah, that's gonna take a little while.
on looters and pillagers I just did up at Moonbrook.
Okay.
That's where I did mine at.
Yeah, I think that's where I was when basically like right after I started the stream, but then there were just too many people. The people weren't spawning, so I just gave up and tried somewhere else.
Yeah, but there's ups and downs to doing that as well. You get people to help you out with the quests, so
Yeah, that's true. Someone traded me a bunch of milk, like, or not even milk, like,
for nothing.
so basically just some bunch of mana items for free.
Uh-huh. There's a lot
They
of
just
people
walked
that'll
right
do
up to me
that.
and offered them to me. It's like, okay,
Yep. Most of
thanks.
them either have way too much, or they're kind of like me and they just don't use them.
Yeah. I almost never use mana items. Like, I don't think I've ever actually had to use a mana item to get more mana. I don't spend enough mana to really never need them.
Well, that and as a paladin, you won't really unless you're doing, or unless you're playing a Healadin.
Oh, here we go. Pillagers. These are the guys we need to kill. Or I need to kill anyway. You already did this quest? The
Oh yeah,
People's Militia one?
oh yeah, I already did this one.
Okay.
There we go.
There's a couple of them here, so that's good. So this I'm at 11 after I kill this one. We kill this one. And then the next one will put me at 13 out of 15, so it's pretty good.
Well, that's a good part.
Okay, so just 2 more, and then I'm done with that quest.
Sweet. Yep. Then there's like 1 or 2 more parts to it.
It's really the only quest that I can do right now in this area. There's the dungeon, but I've never done the Dead Mines dungeon. Well, I've never even done a dungeon before, so I'm not sure how long it's going to take. I'm not sure how many people you need.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it's just
a dungeon group at level consists of 5 people. 1 person tanking, which is the person that holds all the aggro from the enemies to keep them from attacking everybody else. And then
yeah.
there's whoops, I said you on the wrong setting. You died. Then there's 1 healer, of course, to heal everybody. And then you just have 3 people to burn the enemy down. And look, at least my pet found you the one you needed.
Yeah.
Instead of having my
Not
defense,
bad.
I put him on aggressive on accident. Because I forgot until the next expansion came out, the Burning Crusade, there wasn't an assist mode. Assist mode
Huh,
was
I
so
don't even know what that
lovely.
is.
On
Assist mode, I don't even know what that is.
on pets, it was for assist mode. They'd attack any enemy attacking you or it,
Oh,
but
okay.
they would if you attack an enemy, they would also charge forth and attack it as well, instead of
Okay.
waiting for it to attack you or you telling it to go attack.
I see.
So you need
So now they're a
hundred.
little bit more proactive. They'll go out and just attack.
Yep. When on aggressive, they'll attack anything that moves, basically. Anybody in red,
Hmm.
any enemy. Yeah, defensive, they wait for someone to attack you before attacking them.
Hmm. I guess that's good if you're walking around and you want to try to avoid like some of these vultures walking around, and you don't want your pet just aggroing them for no reason.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, hold still a moment. I got some items you can use.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thanks, man.
I got some out of my
Uh,
inventory.
I'm not sure if I have anything you'd be interested in.
Nah, I wouldn't worry about it. I got everything I need.
Okay. Uh, I think I just need one more pillager. Let me see. Yeah, I just need one more pillager. I don't even need this looter.
Let's
Oh,
see.
who's this guy? Who is he? Oh, he's Paladin. Okay. Well,
Yep.
I'll hook him up with a Blessing of Might.
Yep. Once you get the hang of
Maybe
it,
hook
you
up
can
your.
tell who it is by what they gave you.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, I have no buffs I can give anybody else.
Uh-huh.
Most I could do later on is to give you soul stones or health stones.
Uh-huh.
Well, health stones I can do right now. Soul stones come later. But while we're standing around, let's just kill this guy.
Yeah,
Nothing
might
else,
as
it's a
well.
few points of experience. Well, no,
Emphasis on the few.
I didn't even see it.
33.
I probably got a few more. I'm, what, 2 levels below you right now.
Yeah, I was able to knock off a bunch of quests. My last 2 playthroughs, like, especially here with like the ones where you have to, like, the ones for the liver pie, the stew,
Yep.
the null patrols, the murlocs. Man, it took me forever to get the murloc eyes. The damn eyes didn't want to drop from those things. And
Yeah, drop
those
rates.
things killed me a couple times because they have pets and stuff, and they're all grouped together.
Yeah, drop rates in Classic were a little lower.
Hmm.
But unless you head back in, I don't think you can find the pillager here.
And then I just kind of got stuck last night. Like it was tough for me to get offline. I was just like, oh man, I have this other quest I can turn in. I'll just walk all the way up here, and then I'll go over here, and
That's
yeah, it
the
was
part that
just I got
got you.
sucked into it. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna call it a night in maybe like 20 minutes or so because I definitely don't want to stay up too late tonight.
yeah. Sometimes you gotta learn when to call it quits. Like, oh, there's an inn nearby. Let's call it good right here.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing to look out for are inns. Inns are lovely places,
Hmm.
especially if you know you're going to be gone for a few days. Rack up that rest.
Well, what was nice was I was all the way up in the wetlands, like near the harbor and stuff, because I had a
Oh,
couple quests that I could turn in back in Loch Modan and whatever. And then I just walked all the way up. It just took me a long time walking all the way up there. And then I still had my inn here in Westfall, so I just hearthed home, and then I was good. And I basically I traveled all the way back here without having to go back to Ironforge, take the tram, and walk all the way back. So that was nice.
those are worse than what I got. But if you
All
want,
right, so now I can turn in.
hey, there's a shiny right here.
Oh yeah, can I reach it from here? Nice.
I mean, you can, instead of passing, you can always greed on something if just to for money to sell.
Yeah, but if I mean right now I'm okay. I think how much money do I have right now? Let's see. I got 3 gold, 6 silver, 50 copper. So I'm doing okay on money right now.
I got a little over gold, but then again, I've also bought all my skills up to this point.
Yeah, I haven't. I need to buy more skills. I haven't really done a whole lot of that.
Did you ever get divine protection?
No, that's another thing I need to do.
Yep, that divine protection, you can level it up through your talents,
Uh huh.
but at start I believe it's 6 seconds, and 6 seconds can be the difference between life and death.
Yeah. Yeah, it's happened to me a couple times. Hold on, where am I going? Okay, basically straight ahead. Okay.
Yep, you need to go over to the
The shithead's
watchtower.
attacking me behind.
Yeah, you can just keep running.
They do this thing where they disarm me. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so it is like it's like a status effect.
Yep,
All
good
of a
thing it
sudden
only
I was
lasts a
like,
few
how come I'm not
seconds.
attacking with a weapon? And like it's saying my unarmed skill is going up. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yep. Yeah, and one thing about that unarmed skill as well, once they release the next iteration, the Burning Crusade, they actually have uh, an achievement for it. Wait, no. Yeah, what? Yeah, they have an achievement for it once they released achievements in the Burning Crusade. Later on, it becomes a legacy feat of strength for having your unarmed skill up to so much because they get rid
Okay.
of the weapon skills.
Really, they get rid of the weapon skills altogether?
Yep, like in I forget which expansion they did it in, but yeah, there's no weapon skills.
Huh.
Just like for a, every so many levels, you have 3 talents to choose from, and that's it. There's like a total of 15 total. So you can choose like 5 of them. Unlike here where you can get up to 51 points to use the way you see
Hmm.
fit.
Yeah. So you get the first one at 10, and then you get the 50 after that up to 60.
Yep, you
Okay.
get 1 per level.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how I want to dispense all my points right now. I saw a bunch of different builds, and almost all of them had at least 5 points going into Divine Strength, so I've been leveling that, but I've got a couple other points and like one for my Judgment so that I can lessen the cooldown on that.
Yeah,
Um,
if you go to Wowhead, or it's like
mhm.
classicwowhead.com or wowheadclassic.com, something like that, there's a talent builder in there you can use to see how you want to develop your talents, and you can hey, I got a quest over here for a change. And you can even see what it'll look like towards the end.
Mhm.
But
I
yeah, what
think I've been leaning toward going Red Paladin.
oh, oh,
Oh, okay. This next one's pretty juicy. Let's see. Well, even the sword that I would get is still technically worse than the one I have now, but it's still good. Good deal. So what is this? 15 highwaymen, 5 path stalkers, 5 knuckle dusters.
yep, and there's one good area to farm them at.
Okay. So you already finished these?
Yep. Yeah, you see
Okay, so at the very bottom. So it's right near where the dungeon is, I guess, right? That's where the dead mines are,
pretty
I
much.
think.
Yeah, do you see
Okay.
this trader standing right here?
Uh-huh.
Yep, I'm at
This
his
guy?
quest. Nope,
Okay.
I'm standing right on top of him. You might not see him yet.
Yeah, I see him. But he's not out for the trader, the
Yep,
Defies trader.
yep,
Yeah, he's not out for me a quest yet.
yep. He comes later for you after you get done with your section of the quest chain.
I see.
He is one of those follow and protect him types. I
Hmm.
didn't realize that till I accepted it just now, but I was like, yeah, let's wait a moment on that. But yeah,
Just for fun. Oh, let's go ahead.
but yeah, how you disperse your talents, your talent points, all depends on how you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Paladin can be all 3, just not all 3 at once. A tank, a healer, or a DPS.
And if you want to respec, how do you do that?
That you go to your trainer, and there's an option there that says, I wish to unlearn all my talents. And initially it costs 10 silver, but it goes up each time you use it.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so like since this
But
is your
10 silver's
first,
not too bad.
it's like
Yeah.
it's since this is your first go around, I'd say do a deep retribution spec.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was retribution. There we go.
Yeah, that's the one I was leaning toward right now.
Yep, uh, there should be a protection, retribution, and I forget what the other one is.
Holy, I think.
Yep, yeah, protection is for tanks. Holy is for healers. And then retribution is for the. Wait, we went too far, I think. Yep, we went past it. Let's just keep going. We'll go to the other side of it.
Okay.
But and yeah, protection tanks, retribution DPS, holy is for healers. So like right now, most of your talents would be better spent in retribution. That way you can get more DPS, but you're gonna spend some talent points in other places as well.
Yeah. Like it'll help. Like retribution will probably help me get to level 60 easier, and then after I get there, I can always respec to something else depending on, you know, what's convenient for the guild or people I play with or whatever. Oh,
Yeah,
here we go.
I wouldn't quite make it as to what's convenient for others, just what fits your playstyle best.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the real one. Because your guild might not raid on a certain day, this later on, but you might feel like raiding. So, so whatever playstyle helps you, because you'll be in someone else's raid party.
Yeah.
Now, of course, nobody expects you to go respec just for their raid.
Mm-hmm. I tried out killing some of those mercenaries up in Loch Modan, and they completely smoked me. Like those ogres, I guess. They kind of looked like ogres from Warcraft 2.
Yep, the Mogrash
The,
ogres for the
yeah, the
mercenaries class.
Mogrash. Yeah, those guys just pwned me. I hit them, and they basically didn't do any damage. Like, I didn't do any damage to them, and they just killed, like, this one just killed me, like, almost instantly.
Oh yeah, that does tend to happen. And especially with me being level 17, well, I think it was like 16 or 15 at that. Oh, I'm about dead. And I died.
Oh shit!
Oh well.
I can raise you.
Okay.
I'll just kill her real quick.
Well, yeah, you have to kill her first because you got to be out of combat to use it. I wasn't even paying attention to my health.
Neither was I. I was like, I hope I'm okay, and then, yeah, I lost track, and I should have healed you actually.
Oh no, it was my fault for not keeping track. I looked up and next thing I saw, I had 38 health. I was like, oops, let's run away some. I clicked drain life and then I died.
It's like, oh shit, I might die. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, yeah.
Oh well, it's a fact of life.
Oh, I gotta sharpen my stuff again. I can't stand to do that. Okay.
Oh well, you do that. I'm gonna disenchant a couple things. Because that's the one good thing about being an enchanter and a tailor. You don't need to rely on someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely kind of a frustrating part of being a paladin is you definitely feel like you can't just run into a group of mobs. You'll get smoked.
Yeah, for the most part. Let's pull one over real quick. There we go. Soul Shard, here I come. That's one good thing about my Drain Soul spell. It damages the enemy while it's at it.
Yeah. And kill this person too.
Yeah, as an enchanter, any green or above items I get, I can disenchant for mats to use in enchanting.
Wait, you can disenchant them to do what?
Like, did you see in the chat where it said I received 3 lesser magic essences? It might have shown up in chat.
Oh, okay, yeah. Lesser magic essence by 2. Okay,
Yep,
I see
that's for
that.
me disenchanting a couple items I had. And let's see, you're full on Knuckle Duster, so we'll skip that dude. But, Yeah, greener or greater items we can disenchant for items to use in enchanting, so we basically get to level it two ways. Through the disenchanting and through using it.
Oh, okay.
And tailors, we just kind of pick up cloth as we go to use in tailoring. There's no actual
Hmm.
gathering for either one of them.
I need to kill the highwaymen. I'm
Yep,
missing all the. Oh, here we go.
there's a couple in front of
Jackpot.
us, along with a shiny. But yeah, tailoring and enchanting are the two professions that don't require another profession to use. All others
Hmm.
do.
So far, I've been pretty happy with mining and blacksmithing. I think I'm kind of only scratching the surface of it, though.
Well, at these low levels, that's basically all it really does. It's more of a
Yeah.
familiarity, but at the later levels, when you can enchant higher level items and stuff, it can help pay out not only on your character, but other characters you own, or even just selling it on the auction house.
Yeah. Do you tend to earn more money if you sell something on the auction house than if you just sell it to a merchant?
That all depends on what the item is.
Hmm.
Like gray items, definitely those won't sell on the auction house. There's only a select few rare items. Hey, real quick, do you have
But the
five
green
hops?
ones?
Do you have 5 hops in your inventory?
5. Which ones?
Hops.
Oh no, I stopped picking those up. Yeah, I was picking those up for a little while, but because they didn't give me much money, I just decided to stop picking it. For a while, I was trying to finish this blacksmithing quest, and it was super annoying because I had to have like all 12 items in my inventory at once. So I had 6 slots being taken up from the items that I crafted, and
Yep.
then I had to hold all the ore, and it was super annoying try to do that. It was
Yeah, if you
so
had.
I for a while I was just not picking up the items. I think that's for the dungeon, right?
Well, real quick, there's a shiny over here on the other side, but um,
Oh
yeah, if you
yeah.
were collecting the hops, they're used in cooking, and if you had 5 of them, you can trade them to this guy right here for Thunder Brew, which gives you a buff. I think it's like a
Oh, okay.
stamina buff.
Wait a minute. That sounds like a quest that I never ended up finishing, or I never. I don't know. There
Yeah,
was some guy who had me, but that was like near
uh
Anvil
huh.
Mar, near Iron Forge.
Yeah, where you had to go to 4 different places and collect booze.
Yeah,
Yep, that's where you get that from as well for that quest.
I see.
Yeah, the first and each time you turn in the Thunderbrew quest, you get a few experience points, but it's more for the item than the experience.
Uh huh.
Just something to think about if you come across 5 more hops.
Whatever
Well,
works. Path Stalker. I need 3 more of those guys.
who knows? I might even have 5 hops in my bank to give you. But that's if you want to go back to that quest or not. It's up to you on that part.
Here we go. Oh, I need to cast my blessing.
It usually helps. And one thing I've helped with those blessings, like, oh no, not blessings, the judgments,
Uh huh.
is to cast it, use it, cast it again while you're waiting for the cooldown,
Yep.
and then use it again, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. It's like, okay, cast, judgment, cast, wait for the cooldown.
Yep, pretty much. If you want to go back to the ones over here in the alcove, there's a chest over there too if you want it.
Oh, there's a chest over there?
Yep. If nobody's claimed it yet, that is. Nope, doesn't look like it. I still see enemies.
You mean over here to the right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay, let's. You want to think we can take all three?
Oh yeah.
And we can just aggro one at a time. Nice. Oh,
Nope.
never mind.
So you can't aggro one at a time, but they can be deterred by other means. That's it. Attack me. Now attack him. Seriously, the moment I cast it, he gets a critical. And you're probably going to die too. Yep.
Yeah.
At least running back isn't so bad. Because we'll come in
Yeah,
on
it
the
looks
other
like it's
side.
not too far away.
Nope, we'll come in on the side we was originally taking you to and kind of went past.
I'll just follow you then. Okay, we can go up here. Ooh, oh, is it letting me? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So I do some jumping.
Yeah, when I left Westfall, that one quest I found, I wasn't high enough level for, but apparently now I am.
Hmm.
Yeah, that Kingdom Hearts game I was working on, I beat it the other night,
Mm-hmm.
finally.
Oh, nice. How many hours
Including a
altogether?
few like hour-long breaks I took. It took me like 22 hours, I think.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, I think total playtime was more like around 18 hours.
Oh, but that wasn't Kingdom Hearts 3, right? That was Kingdom Hearts, like one of the other
Yeah,
remixes or whatever, right?
yeah, that was Birth by Sleep, the second one in the
Mm.
storyline. But yeah, that one has three characters to play as for three different sides of the story. So
Mm.
all in all, I'd be looking at like 50 something hours. You know, but that's to play all three of them. This time I'm gonna watch my health bar. My main's a level 120 on retail side, so I'm not used to having to watch my health bar. Oh wait, hold on, hold on. Oh,
You're gonna try to count. You're gonna finish them off.
there you go.
Oh,
I
got
just remembered I forgot the soul shard.
it. What else is in light leather? I don't need leather.
And light leather
You
you
want the
can always
leather?
sell on the auction house for money for leather workers.
Okay. Copper vein is over here.
Yeah, if you want
Uh,
yeah, if you want to know what something's
oh,
used
there it is.
for, and for help on the auction house if you ever decide to, you can always download Auctioneer because that's a
Mm-hmm.
nice little add-on that shows what each is used for. Like lesser
I
magic
think.
essence used for enchanting.
Okay. I think I downloaded that one through the Twitch app, and then WoW was saying that it was out of date. So maybe I just need to find wherever, like whatever the update to date version is, and just put it in the folder. Like do it the manual way instead.
Well, yeah, the version in Twitch is up to date. It just kind of depends. Sometimes when WoW doesn't update, someone, even if the add-on's still good, someone still has to manually go in and change the version number before
Hmm.
WoW will say it's not out of date.
Hmm.
But yeah, like Auctioneer, I'm using it right now, and it's perfectly good to go, updated through the Twitch app even.
Okay.
And that one does have a lot more options than Carbonite, but there's a whole bunch of them you don't really use. Unless you're like hardcore auction house, money making, millions in a day thing.
Uh-huh.
Which I can never get a grasp on, so. I use it more for the tooltips than anything.
Yeah. I mean, then I guess what Atlas loot is like if you want to see what your character would look like with new, like different kinds of stuff you don't have yet,
That it
or something.
does. Atlas is more dungeon based. So,
Uh-huh.
that's Atlas, Atlas Loot Enhanced, and all that other good stuff. But
Yeah.
it
There's
has instant maps, tells you about the bosses, what they can do, and things like that. Shows what they can
with
drop.
yeah. Just thinking of stuff that I see on Asmon's stream. All right, so where am I at 10? Okay, so I did one more Path Stalker, 5 more Highwaymen.
Let's see. That way it looks pretty well farmed. Let's head back. Some
Yeah.
of them more towards the bottom should have respawned by now. Man, I hate it when my screen does that.
Here we go. Oh, Knuckle
Here's Knuckle
Duster.
Duster.
I don't think that's
You're
one I
good.
need, right?
Nope, we
Yeah.
finished those off before we even made it to the hill.
Highwaymen. All right, good deal. They probably cleaned up down here.
Probably.
Go around the other side.
Yep, there's not usually too many. Oh, here's one respawning right now.
How convenient.
You know? Told you they should be
How
respawning.
nice of you to respawn so we can kill you.
That's his sole purpose in life.
You watch Rick and Morty at all?
I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I don't have cable, so.
Yeah, I think I've always before I was watching in Hulu a little bit, but basically Rick he builds this thing and it's so depressed because he's like, no, your job is to only do this. So it kind of is like so I'm not sure if you're like, do you know about the different web browsers and the fact that the Microsoft ones are like way worse than just about every single other one?
Oh, yeah, I have a bachelor's and master's degree in web development.
So exactly. So you know what I mean. So for like, there's a Rick and Morty shirt that kind of makes fun of that episode. Not makes fun of it, but it makes a similar joke where it's like Rick says to Internet Explorer, "You download Chrome. Like that's all you do."
Yeah, pretty much. Like when
That's your only job in life. Just download Chrome, and then I don't need you anymore.
Yep, it's what I use Internet Explorer for. I downloaded Firefox and I don't use it anymore.
Yep.
Internet? Oh, no, I don't. Come back here. Were you too late? Nope, you weren't.
What happened?
Oh, I set my pet on aggressive again.
Oh, okay.
But you don't need knuckle dusters, so. Oh, there's a
Where
highwayman
am
just
I?
below us.
Yeah, let's see. I got one more. That's it, and then I complete the quest.
Just one more highwayman?
Yeah, just one more. Quest complete. That's the Carbonite, right?
Yep. Oh, no.
Yeah,
I don't want to trade.
I like that
don't want to
actually.
trade. I want to follow you.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Yeah. Depending on who you talk to in IT and web development, here is the full name of Internet Explorer. Trying to spell it. My spelling's not the best today.
I know the
There
name
we
of the
go.
driver is, oh yeah, Micro Shit, Wind Blows, and Competent Explorer.
No, Exploder.
Oh, Exploder? Let's see, where am I going? Okay, I need to go this way. Of course, there's a vulture right there. Knolls, yay!
Yeah, you can cut between them. Yeah, that's what we call it. Microsoft isn't really good for much of anything. We are just all
Yeah.
forced to use it because there's not much made for the Mac, and there's even less made for Linux.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And everything with Mac is so proprietary. Windows, you can at least change stuff out. But there's a lot of us that just download the browser we want from Internet Explorer and then never
Oh,
use it again.
oh shit! I never talked to the Griffin Master here.
Yeah,
There
you
we
might.
go.
Hey, you're doing better than I did. I came when I came from Stormwind. I forgot to grab its Griffin Master. So when I
Oh
came all the
man.
way down here, I remember to grab this Griffin Master, but then I couldn't fly anywhere.
Well, you know what? So there's a Griffin Master at Stormwind too. I haven't gone to that him either.
There's a
Or
Griffin Master in all major
majors.
cities.
Okay. Um. Yeah, so I do software stuff for a living, and definitely I've done my fair share of web development. So it's kind of a nightmare, especially trying to do the testing and everything with all the different web browsers. It's a nightmare.
That it can be, depending on which way you go about programming.
Mm-hmm.
There's one standard out there for web programming called W3C,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if you use that, it's compatible with all of them. There might just be a few pixel differences. But no, Internet Explorer used to be so bad, you had to program specifically for Internet Explorer, while you could program
Mm-hmm.
generically for all the others.
The
So you'd have,
problem comes in though is that if you want to use like someone else's plugin or something that they've used, and you don't want to do everything from scratch, they may not have coded it to the W3C standard, so you might be SOL. Like, you go to use something, it looks nice, and then all of a sudden you realize it's not working the way you want it to in another browser, and it's like, ah. But yeah, it's always fun.
yeah, that's why the closest on mine to plugins I really get is like Java. Something
Mm-hmm.
that's universal. That's already has
Yeah.
all that done to it.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm doing plugins like a Facebook ticker type thing,
Mm-hmm.
I do that completely different. That's like in an iframe with Facebook's code put in there.
Yep. Yeah.
That way they take care of that part from the different browsers, and I just adjust
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
iframe to what I want it to be.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Or like me, I program mainly in ASP.NET,
Okay. Yeah.
so I use master and content pages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good deal. I mean, I never got into that ecosystem, but um, would kind of like to learn some C sharp because it looks pretty similar to Java. I know Java. I mean, I use Java most days, and I've heard it's pretty similar, so it probably wouldn't be too difficult to pick up. And there's some cool things written in C sharp.
In all honesty, I've programmed in many different languages, probably more than I can. I might need two hands to count them all.
Mm-hmm.
but they're all basically the same. If you know this basic formatting or syntax style, you're good to go. Like an if
Yeah.
then else statement, it's going to be the same on all of them, work the same. It's just the
Mm-hmm.
syntax might be a little different.
Yeah, and the libraries and certain like utilities and things like that you got to figure out. But other than that,
To an
yeah, it's pretty
extent,
simple stuff.
that's all debatable. You can program other languages to incorporate other languages.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it depends on the language too, but
Like on
yeah.
one of them, I have on the back end, it's just Visual Basic. This was towards
Mm-hmm.
the beginning of my learning back in college. But it took information from SQL, parsed it on the server end just enough to send just what is needed to the client's end, and then on the client's end, it took JavaScript, took that Visual Basic coding, and used it to finish parsing it before displaying it in HTML.
Mm-hmm.
So it just kind of depends on how you do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, where I used to work in my old job, we had Bash shell scripts that I guess was the SQL Plus or something. But basically, you could write SQL code inside the shell script and then just execute it as a query and do stuff like that. But that stuff can get a little messy. I mean, whatever works. I mean, if it works, it works. I mean, sometimes it's just about getting stuff done. But yeah,
It's just all up to what languages are available on that system as well.
yeah, that's true too. And then I know where I work right now, they're super strict about we have a paved road, quote unquote. It's like you have to use one of the technologies that everyone else is using. They don't want everyone kind of doing their own thing. They want to try to make all the whole tech stack kind of very homogenous. So
Yeah, that way somebody can come back through after you and pick up where you left off or something without having to change languages completely.
yeah, exactly. So
Same thing goes with documentation. That way they
yep,
can follow it.
mm-hmm,
But
yep,
documentation, the way I see documentation, is that it's mainly just for desk checking. Where
mm-hmm,
if you were to print out the code and set it on someone's desk, they could follow through by hand and get the same result.
mm-hmm,
But that's basically what desk checking is. So, me, I prefer to do one module at a time, test it, tweak the code as needed, test it, tweak as needed, test it.
mm-hmm.
That way, I'm not having to go back through a million lines of code and figure out, okay, now where's the error at?
Yeah, exactly.
So I might do like 5, 6 lines of code, maybe 10, test it, and that way I only have to debug, 10 lines of code at a time.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it. You always want to try to get as much feedback as soon as possible.
Yep, that and going through as a dumb user helps.
Mm-hmm. Cool, man. Well, I'm going to call it a night. I really appreciate you joining out and helping me out with a couple quests real quick, man. That was really awesome.
Yep, I'd say go stay in the inn.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
After all, it's just
That's
down the
right down
hill,
here, right?
anyways.
Yeah.
Yep, it's that longhouse looking thing.
Yep.
But I've programmed things up using up to like 5 different languages at one time. So, well, let's see: SQL, VB, JavaScript, ASP, HTML. I think I missed did that. SQL, VB, JavaScript, HTML, ASP, and 6 if you count CSS for formatting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, HTML, JavaScript, and CSS, you could almost consider just like one big blob of stuff that you have to do on the front end.
Oh
And
yeah.
then you got all your services and stuff on the back end.
Oh yeah. Yep. The main thing is just programming the server end to parse just enough so the customer doesn't see more than needed, and then let the
Yep,
customer's end parse the rest of it. That way you
exactly.
split the
Yeah.
load between them, which is something I wish my employer would understand. But no, synchrony.
I don't think I do. See, what is it? What is
Uh,
it again?
it's called synchrony now. It used to be GE.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we use a few programs that parse everything at the server end.
Okay.
So needless to
Yeah,
say, it
as much
doesn't
as you
quite
can
work
do
too
on the
well.
front end, it helps save your back end. Computation cycles and all that other stuff, computing power.
Oh yeah. Then splits it out for other people to use as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I got a bachelor's and a master's in web design, so
Okay. Yeah, I did for my undergrad. I did business administration, and then my brother was like, "Yeah, you should learn how to program." And I wasn't doing it. And like about a year after I graduated my undergrad, I wasn't really doing anything. So he's like, "You should learn how to program." So then I went to and I got my master's in computer science,
yep,
and then
I got my
yeah.
business administration as a master's. I skipped the bachelor's and associate for and went straight to master's.
Hey, whatever works.
Well, I had enough credits and stuff because my other bachelor's is in management information systems,
Hmm.
and so it carried over to a management of business administration in management information systems.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So it kind of carried over for me.
Hmm. Cool.
Yeah, one of the hardest websites a person can ever program, from my experience, is an e-commerce website built by hand.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm working on that
That'd
right
be
now to
rough.
see if I can do it. Needless to say, I have like master pages embedded in master pages embedded in master pages.
Jeez. Wow.
But yeah, that is so far one of the hardest things I have found so far.
Yeah. It's tough.
Oh yeah, considering that one's gonna have to use like up to 10 languages.
Wow. 10. That's a tough cookie for a tech stack.
Well, let's see. It'll have HTML, ASP, CSS, some JavaScript, possibly Java. Not too sure on that one, but at least C Sharp or C++. It'll have to have
And then
PHP
SQL.
for SQL, and PHP for encryption. So not including Java, that's already I think 8 languages.
Uh-huh.
So it
And then depending on how
definitely
you
gets
deploy it, could have Linux, could have some shell scripts, could have some I don't know.
depending on what server hosts it, anyways.
Yep.
So yeah, needless to say, it's probably going to be a long one. Many languages. I'll be multilingual.
Yep. It'll be what's the word for that?
Oh,
Polyglot. Yeah,
yeah,
polyglot.
polyglot. I think from I was like, I know it was in Revenge of the Nerds, but what was that? What was that term again? You've seen
Oh,
way,
I did that's in Return of the Nerds. I just learned that. I forget who told me that. I think one of my old bosses taught me that word.
yeah. Did you ever watch Revenge of the Nerds?
No, I think I've only seen bits and pieces of it, like growing up and stuff. I never actually sat down and watched one all the way through.
Oh yeah, that and Porky's are two classics that are hilarious as hell.
I'll have to
Porky's
check them
though,
out.
well, actually either one, I wouldn't suggest watching with your kids around,
Okay.
as they both have nudity.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So keep them away.
Yeah, back then that was like PG-13 stuff. Now it's MA stuff.
Yeah. Uh huh.
I think my mom still has the old cassette for Porky's that says PG-13 on it. It's like PG-13 or R, one of the two. Nowadays, it's like rated MA.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'd
MA,
watch.
wow.
I'd yeah. I'm not sure. I haven't looked it up. I have the collection upstairs on DVD, but I never looked to see what its rating was. But yeah, each one has 4 movies in it, so 8 total, and they're all hilarious.
Cool. I'll have to keep, I mean, there's lots of movies that I want to see. I'll have to add those to the list.
Oh yeah, I've I've seen many movies. There's not too many I want to see yet,
Mm.
but then again, I grew up on things like Revenge of the Nerds, Porky's, horror movies.
Home Alone. I've watched Home Alone like a million times as a kid.
Oh yeah, I liked Home Alone. I wasn't too fan of the ones after Macaulay though.
Yeah, I never watched. I don't think I ever watched the third one or anything after the third one. The first one, and the second one are classics.
Yeah, second one was good when he goes to New York. He meets the dove lady, or pigeon lady,
Yeah.
whatever she was.
Mm-hmm. And Tim Curry's in that. It's a
Yep,
good one.
yep. The sticky bandits or wet bandits, depending on which one you're watching.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, those were some
Well,
good times
cool.
back then.
Yeah, man. All right, dude. Well, I'm gonna call it an evening, but yeah, man, it was really great to chill for a little bit online. So yeah, I'll keep an eye out. And we'll definitely do this again.
Yep, I'll probably try and catch up to you over my weekend, Thursday and Friday, and we'll see what happens.
Sounds great, man.
Don't have too much fun now.
I won't. I'm gonna hit the hay, man. I'm tired. I gotta get some sleep.
You do that. I gotta take my meds for that
Okay, cool, man.
yet. See you later.
All right, take care.
Bye. Well, folks, it has been about 24 hours since I ate last, so I'm getting hungry. So I think we're going to call it quits here for the day once we get to the end. But thank you everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.